Now, time for Mommy Monday. You know, as moms, we strive to provide the best possible life for our kids, but in the process, it often comes at an expense. Have you ever heard of the terms mom guilt or burnout? Yeah, I'm sure if you're a mom, you're familiar with those terms. Well, joining us this morning is fitness expert and mom of two, Dana Brown of Be Mind Body Fitness in Westbrook. Thanks for being here, Dana.
Thanks for having me, Nicole.
Oh, it's great to have you back. You know, you wrote a wonderful blog post that was about mom guilt, and, you know, you defined it as feeling guilty for neglecting our bodies while also feeling guilty for taking care of ourselves, and how this can kind of set up a trap to be burned out, essentially.
Right.
So how do moms sift through the guilt and the burnout to try and get on track to putting themselves first, especially when it comes in the form of self-care and fitness and exercise and nutrition?
Yeah, it's such a vicious cycle because we're sort of expected to, you know, put everyone first, put everyone else's needs first. If you're a good person, you put your kids first. And yes, we want to take care of their needs. But if you are overwhelmed and anxious and just totally burned out, you're not going to be your best self. You're not going to be your best mom. You're not going to be your best at work or for your partner or anything in life. So it's important to take time for yourself, whether it's a full hour somewhere or even just 5-10 minutes breathing and stretching, so you can come back and feel refreshed.
And I also find that when I do, initially when I was starting to take time for myself, I'd feel guilty still. And it was eating away at me, which it's so counterintuitive, right? Because you're saying, like, no, you don't feel guilty, because if you actually put yourself first, you're showing up as your best self for your kids, and that's going to have some positive ramifications on raising them, right?
Right.
And showing them how important it is to put yourself first.
That's huge. That's, yes, absolutely. They're watching all the time. And when they see that you're taking care of yourself, they know that you're happy, and that's really what they want. They don't want a mom who has a perfect body. They want a mom that feels happy. And feeling good in your body is just a side effect of taking care of yourself.
That's so important to keep in mind. And I love how, you know, in that blog post you went on to talk about, you know, setting boundaries for yourself and embracing that mind and body connection, and how important it is to, you know, shift your perspective. Like you said, you know, your kids lead by example, so if you're feeling good about yourself, they're going to feel good about themselves too.
Right. It should. There's like a, I don't know, the stipulation, it's bougie to throw on your leggings and go to Pilates when your kids go to school, but it's like the best thing you can do for your body.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, I just handed my little scroller off because you have some tips and tricks on how we can start on releasing stress, right? And kind of vanish that mom guilt.
Well, we store so much tension in our bodies. Our mental stress is stored physically. So if you just do basic stretches and breathing exercises, it really truly does help to release things. So if you can't make it to the gym for an hour and you just have one of these nice bands at home, close your door, go in your room for 5 minutes, and just do some basic stretches, right? You've done these with me before, just reaching up and bending your elbows back, opening up your chest.
It feels so good to do that.
It feels so good, yes. We store so much tension in our shoulders and neck and upper back, especially that combination of rounding forward if you're nursing, carrying kids around. Yes, just so much tension there. So just kind of counteracting that. And of course, breathing through it, and then holding it up. Yes, and stretching over to the side and other side, and just feeling your back open up and release.
Yeah.
You know, when you're always being held in one position or you're just not moving enough, everything tightens up. So this is just helping to release any stored tension.
How many times should you do something like this?
Well, 1, 2, 3 are great, but even like 10 repetitions
10
at least. Yes.
I like that number. And these are bands that you can really get anywhere, right? Like physical therapists use these,
right?
Absolutely,
yes. I buy it by the roll, and then we just cut it. But you can buy these anywhere. A lot of times, like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Amazon, of course.
Yeah. That's great. And these bands also, can you do some resistance workout with them as well?
I mean, you can do a full body workout with these. And I actually have a YouTube channel where we show exercises that you can do on your own anytime, but you can search anywhere. Just search on YouTube, band exercises, upper body, you know, it's like physical therapy, really. But even spine exercises, you can do a lot of Pilates-based stretches, standing on the band and doing spinal articulation, lying down, doing rowing and hamstring exercises. So you really don't have to go to the gym and do a full hour. If you can, that's great. But if not, this is great too.
And you do have these bands at your gym in Westbrook. And really quick,
Yeah.
we're running out of time, but you have a fun event coming up to celebrate summer solstice. Tell us about it.
We do. Okay, so summer solstice is the best time, it's the longest day of the year, a time to manifest. And so we're having a really fun event for women. Tarot card readings, henna tattoos, yoga on the beach,
who doesn't love that?
reflexology. Yes, we'll be doing all kinds of great things. So just mom self-care.
Wonderful. And where do we find you?
We are at the Shops at Water's Edge in Westbrook. Be Mind Body Fitness.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dana, for
Thank
coming
you.
back. And thank you for these tips, because every mom out there that's watching definitely needs to do something like this.
Yeah.
And if you are a mom and you're looking into, you know, just to commiserate and relate to some things out there, we have a podcast here at Channel 3 called Mommyhood Unscripted. You could scan the QR code, and there are so many different topics that we explore, and hopefully it'll be a big help for you. All right, Scott, back to you.